right? So without that pride, you know what I'm saying? That upholding integrity. Integrity means something is integral. That means that all the parts of that thing are moving together. They have peace, they in harmony, you know what I'm saying? So the bigger picture, the bigger thing that's formed is functioning properly because all of the parts are functioning properly. It's like a car. A car got different parts, but together they're integral to create, it's a fly ass car. You know what I'm saying? We give a lot of attention and we have a lot of pride in money. You know what I'm saying? And how big the bank account is. Shit that it's man-made chosen shit. We chose to give it value. You know what I'm saying? And you can't choose to find value in a woman. If you're a man or a man, you can't find value in a man if you're a woman. Or if you're a man, if you're a man, you can't find value in a woman. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. That shit don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Um, there is problems. You know what I'm saying? And those problems have been brought about by slavery. Post-slavery has been brought about by Jim Crow. It's been brought about by sharecropping. It's been brought about by um, war, because black men have gone to war for these Europeans since day one in an attempt to uh, pay for their freedom. It was a way to pay for our freedom. If we do this, it'll probably make these people feel some kind of way about us and give us a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? We still struggling on the same issues till today. The what Asians just got laws passed for them. You know what I'm saying? All these years that we've been here, they getting it. I don't care if Joe Biden got to play a chess move so that at the end of his term he can pass a law that would be beneficial to us. That's messed up because it still shows the mentality of the people that are running the country. But my point is that we can trump all of that. We could be successful beyond all of that if we just came together, right, as one family. Because the Haitian Revolution was won because the Haitian Revolution was won because black, the melanated African descent man and woman and child were in tune in that war. It wasn't just the men fighting. It wasn't just the woman fighting. It was the family that fought in that war. You know what I'm saying? And that's very key and important to understand because it showed that only with that union or the family could we be successful. So it's not really that complicated, man. It's like if I step out my house and I'm like, man, I hate my sister, my biological sister, right? And I look next door and I see a white girl or I see a Chinese girl and I'm like, or Indian girl, I'm like, yo, I want you to be my sister. I don't talk with my sister no more. How stupid does that shit sound? So how stupid do we look as being the only nation of people that's gonna talk shit about their compliment? You know what I'm saying? Right? It doesn't make sense, man. It's look into epigenetics. You know what I'm saying? Look into epigenetics. EPIGN um ETI. I forgot the shit. Epigenetics, right? Genetics, GENETICS. EPIGENETICS. Right? Look into that. It's talking about how trauma, how an individual's experiences can either lock and keep asleep your genes, right? A code in your DNA that has certain, uh, let's say, certain lessons within it. And it can either, certain experiences can lock it and certain experiences can open it. That's some deep shit right there. Because that also means when you're trying to tap into your ancestors, right? Those who are in your bloodline, that could be locked off. Or it can also be opened up and you could be tapped into it, right? So if my right, I'm putting in another term, right? DNA is like a library. So it's like you got a library, right? Depending on what you go through, that library is gonna be blocked off. There's certain parts of the library you won't be able to open. Certain books you ain't gonna be able to read. And if there's certain books you ain't gonna be able to read, there's certain things you ain't gonna be able to do, right? One of the reasons they didn't allow us to original people to read the the books where the knowledge was being right written into, our minds were already blocked off from what we originally knew, because original people studied astronomy, astrology, planets and stars, the measurements of the planets, law, you know what I'm saying, medicine, before slavery. That was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Right? So imagine all of this knowledge being blocked off to you because you went through a certain trauma. And we still go through the trauma. You know what I'm saying? There might have been a dude or a